Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, we have 6 more beautiful shaped card blanks to show you. And just one of them, you guys, is this gorgeous fancy gatefold Valentine card that my friend Debbie made. This is going to be our giveaway for this episode, so keep watching and you'll get the details on how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, so let's take a look at the fancy gatefold. There's a 5-pack of cards and envelopes, and this one is so easy to fold. The score lines are right here, and a bone folder or even a butter knife works great for this. So you're just going to fold this flap back, and you're just going to fold that down, make sure it's really folded nicely, leave a really nice crease there. And then that's what happens. All right, and so for the card that Debbie made, here we go. Let's move this over. She used Romantic Florals 12x12 patterned cardstock, and here are the little cutouts that come right here. So beautiful. I think she used this paper right here that's on the front cover. More cutouts, and then on the inside we have the Happy Valentine's Day, and that is from the Happy Every Holiday Dazzle stickers, and there's like New Year's and St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day and Easter, so you have something for every holiday, and they come in all kinds of colors, and I'll list that down below the video. And then she also just inked the edges with pink ink. So that's one down. Beautiful card, Debbie. We have so much to show you. And then we've got this one, which I made, and this is the gatefold frame, and it goes just like this. So it's a little different gatefold. It kind of has an interlocking piece right there. All right, this one also is a 5-pack of cards and envelopes, and just to show you, they all come with really nice envelopes. Remember, the more dimension you put on these, you would need to slip something inside, maybe like a piece of scrap cardstock to kind of protect the surface. And according to the U.S. Post Office rules, you want to make sure that your entire envelope is not more than a 1/4 inch thick. So if it's more than that, you need more postage for weight and everything. So just know your postal regulations. Sometimes some of these are just hand-delivered cards. All right, so let's take a look at this one. So it comes like this, and then it has all these little pieces right here that you're just going to punch out, okay? And then all the way around to make that little frame. There we go. And then this is what it looks like when all of those little pieces are evacuated. And then I used Frosted Florals. This is Frosted Florals 12x12 patterned cardstock. This is new. It's so gorgeous. And then also the coordinating cardstock to make these little flowers. And then I used the little cutting die that coordinates with it for those roses. They're so beautiful. So there's really nice pink shades in here. So I used the pinks and the greens for the leaves. And then what I did was, so to cover my card, here we go. To cover my card, I went ahead and I glued this really beautiful pink floral paper to the outside, and then I used some tiny scissors, or you could also use a craft knife, like we have a retractable pen knife you could use as well. And so I covered the card like this, glued it on the outside, and then I just took my little scissors, I kind of stabbed right there, and then I just cut away these little inside pieces just right around here. Okay, and that's how you got this covered. And then for the little green pieces here, I actually just took strips of paper and then cut them down, and I inked the edges with gingerbread colored ink, and I just glued a strip like this, trimmed it, and then I just glued another strip overlapping, and I did that all the way around. So it was just like 4 strips to cover each of the frames. And then I just cut a little rectangle right here, inked those edges, and glued that there, and then did the same on this side, and then a little bit larger, a little bit smaller square than what's right here, inked those edges. So that's how you covered there, and then did just a little square that would fit behind here so it didn't show through these little cutout areas. And then for the flowers, you guys, super sparkly. I die cut the flowers and the layers from different shades of pink, and I inked the edges using hot pink prism ink, and then I just used a dauber to apply that. And then the same with these little leaves. I cut them out of 2 shades of green, and I just used this daubers and added a little holly green to the edges of those, just to give them a little shading. And then all the little sparkly bits, this is diamond dust, and it comes in 2 sizes of jars. We have a great big jar and we have this little jar, and it's actually little shards of glass, like that. And what you do, it's not like sharp or anything. So what you do is, it's crushed glass. I just took some Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue, and I just put some on the surface of each flower, and then sprinkled it with a little bit of the diamond dust, and then just let those dry. And the glue dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it being cloudy or anything. And then I just used some foam tape, so I glued this one down, foam taped, and then I just stuck the leaves in around it. And then this little 1/8 inch ribbon tied here, I used that from our 1/8 inch ribbon, assorted ribbon collection. So yeah, that all came together really nicely. And of course, this one also has an envelope with it. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh yeah. This is a great one that Debbie did. Look at all this stuff I have to show you today. All right, look at this mermaid card. Look how gorgeous. So it's like got dimension on it, but when you put it in an envelope, it's gonna fold nice and flat. And then, so this is the triple diamond easel, all right? So let's take a look at this one. Comes with a little envelope, like that. All fits in there. And then what I love about this one is this one just doesn't look like what it ends up being, which I think is really cool. So that just evacuates from that. Just pull that right off. And then once again, your bone folder is going to be really handy for this. So this is your base part right here, this part. And we're just going to take and we're going to fold all of these. They kind of look like little towers, don't they? We're going to fold those forward. And as I said, the bone folder is really important here. All right, now each one of these has this sort of like cross thing, X thing going on in the back. So what you would do is fold like that, and then you're going to fold it this way, like that. Just follow that X. And then they're going to fold it this way, just like that. Okay, too many things on my desk. Here we go. All right, and then what you're going to do is, this is the tricky part, and it's not even really tricky. This part right here, you're just going to go like this, and it's just going to kind of squish together, like that. And then you want to make sure that that's really, really got a good crease on that fold. All right, so that's how that goes. All right, that's easy. I think I need to crease here more. Just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing with each of those. And then Debbie inked these like crazy. She used teal prism ink. You could use a blender brush like that, or actually this is a foam blender. You could also use a blender brush to get this look right here. And then at the bottom here, she covered that with all of this. Oh my goodness. This is Sea Foam and Pearls 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. She used that for the base right here. And then, you guys, she used the coordinating die cuts for this label shape right here and this little tag, okay? And then she used the chipboard for the fish. Let me see, where did she use her chipboard? I don't know that she did use her chipboard. Maybe these are all die cuts. Oh no, here they are. So she used this one right here, and used two of the, oh, That's one and this one. Woo, open your eyes, Lene. I bet you're all screaming, look at the two fish. And then we've got this little mermaid right here, this cutting die, and then she used some of the patterned cardstock right there, and some of the solid cardstock that coordinates with it. Oops, let's zoom out. Some of the solid cardstock right here for the hair. And then with the fish and the edges here of the card base, she actually used gold embossing powder. So first she would use like a clear embossing pad and just use the surface of that ink pad to go around the edges here, sprinkle that with gold embossing powder, and then use a heat gun to heat that. And then with the fish, it would be much easier. You would just take the surface of the ink pad, get that clear embossing ink on there, sprinkle it with gold, and then tap off that excess powder, and then heat these with the heat gun. And just, they look so beautiful. She did the same with the little crown. And then finally adding these beautiful pearls. These are classic pearls and they're self-adhesive. She added one to the crown and then a little collection down here and here. Just amazing. And then where would you write your greeting? You would write your greeting right there. Gorgeous. Good job, Debbie. Okay, let's see. Next. All right, this one, you guys, is so cute. This one's really an easy one too. This is the Archway Rocker, right? They've done a little gold basket here with flowers in it on the sample. And this is what it looks like. You would just evacuate this piece right here, and then this piece right here. And then you're just gonna fold this piece back. And then make sure you crease that really well. And then it just kind of rocks like that. Isn't that cute? Just so simple, right? And so for this one, I used Strawberry Delight 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And I just took, I think it was this one right here. I used that sort of basket weave to my advantage, so it saved a lot of work. And I just took the border and I glued it right here. And then the other part of the basket weave, I just glued right around here, right around the top edges. And you could either use tiny scissors to cut around that, or you could use an X-Acto knife, turn that over and cut around that. That was really simple. And then I inked the edges using my little blender and some of that gingerbread, which is just such a nice brown, just slightly around the edges right here. And then got some little rickrack right here. And our ivory ribbon set has a little rickrack right there. So I just glued that across there. And then for the bow, I held together some little 1/8 inch wide red grosgrain and a little 1/4 inch wide red gingham ribbon. Tied a bow, and then this is one of the cutouts from the cutout page. Glued that there, glued the bow on top, and then on the back, this is another one of the cutouts. And that's just a nice little place to write happy birthday or thinking of you. So yeah, this is just a really fun spring or summer card that you could make. And I think it would make a really cute version of an Easter card too. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh yes, here's another one that Debbie made. This one is the multi-fold panel card. This one's pretty spectacular. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So let's look at it from here. The series of mountain and valley folds, and really, really beautiful. And then for the patterned paper, she covered it with Mystic Moon. This is such a beautiful jewel-toned patterned paper pack. Gorgeous. And then she also used silver jewel border dazzle stickers, and she put those here and here. And then the little silver stars, we have a set of gold and silver dazzle star stickers, and she used those just around here. And then inking the edges, I believe she used violet, a nice violet purple. So she started off by inking the edges with that violet purple, and then covering all of those panels, and then adding her dazzle stickers. And then these right here, these little cutouts are from the paper pack. Gorgeous job. So let's take a look at the folding on this one. I've not folded this one, so we're going to learn this one together. All right, so for me, let's just take a look at this right here. We're going to fold this part like this, and then we're going to fold another. We're going to do a valley fold right here and right here. And then we're going to do another one here and here. All right, so then when we're done with kind of bending those, we should just be able to squish it together like that. All right, and then we're just going to take our bone folder and really crease those. That's what the most important part with these cards is. You really got to get a good crease on them so everything stays together. Makes a big difference as far as being compact. All right, there's that one. Oh, for this last one, you guys, where is it? Here it is. This is our trio circle panel. Well, this is Hunkydory's trio circle panel. And it looks like this. So you just punch out all the little corner pieces, really, is all you're doing. I think this one's pretty spectacular. That's what's great about these cards, is your friends are going to think you're genius. All right, so that's what this one looks like. Okay, when you're going to open it, wham. That's really pretty, huh? And then on the back side, decorate that too, and have a spot to write your little greeting and stuff. All right, so let me tell you how to fold this together, and then I'll tell you about my card. All right, so first thing you're going to do, doesn't matter which end you start with, okay? So let's do this. That's all you're doing. So it's just like a Z. Whoop. Very simple. But don't you look like a genius doing that card? I love that. So on this card, you guys, I kind of got away with something here on this card. So I asked Paulette, this is a brand new paper pack that we have that's coming out at the end of the month. This is newsprint florals. And for those of you who are VIPs at Paper Wishes, you've already gotten this. The rest of you, it'll be available very shortly, a couple weeks at the end of the month. And it's a gorgeous paper pack. And so I begged and I got to use it ahead of time before it's officially released. So you have to wait a little bit, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the beautiful roses and the beautiful, you just look here and you get this sort of vintage feel right here with that old newsprint. I love it. And right back here, you've got the newsprint on it as well. And then you've got this sort of ghosted back. And then you get 2 signatures of each one, of course, as you do with all of our papers. And then this one is so gorgeous. I love the colors of these. They've got sort of a golden yellow, yellow, and then a salmony color in there that's so beautiful. And then the back, and this beautiful white one with this border. Gorgeous. That's what's on the back. Get 2 of those, and then you're gonna get the cutouts, which I used quite a bit of with this. So here are the beautiful little card toppers that are so nice. You just cut these out, bang, put them on your blank card, and then you've even got the little greeting you can cut away. On the back of those, that's beautiful. And then here are the little cutouts. So for this one, I used circle and scallop cutting dies. So first of all, I inked the edges of everything using the gingerbread ink pad and using the applicator. And then you guys, I actually did a little stamping on this using the all over script stamps, okay? And this one we have limited quantity on. We only have about 20 of these left. But let me show you how I did this, because this is a large stamp. This is like 5 by 7. So what I did was I just kept this on there. This is a little backing sheet. And I just took this earth red ink pad and I just inked the surface of it. And then I kind of blotted it a little bit because I didn't want it to be really intense. And I just took this without any kind of block or anything like that, and I just set it down on the card like that. And then I just kind of went like this and like this, and then just a little bit like that. And then you just get this really light, if you can see this really light script on there. And then I just moved it over, put a little bit more ink just at the top and the bottom, did that again, and I just worked my way across, all right? And then on the back side, I didn't mind if it was a little more intense, so I went darker on the back of that. So that's how I did that. And then I used my circle cutting die to cut out my patterned papers, noting here that I've got some borders in there that I used, and I inked everything using that gingerbread, okay? So inking the outside edges a little bit more heavily on the card, using the applicator and kind of getting around the edges like that. And then I cut out the little tags. So for this one, the especially for you, if you can see that one, especially for you, that one I actually used the same circle die that I used for this one, and I placed the circle die over this so that the edges would be curved at just the exact spot. And then I glued that right there. And then we've got this one, celebrating you, cut that out. And then the happy birthday, that came from right there. And then we've got a little burgundy ribbon bow. And then on the back, I just cut out 3 circles, all from this beautiful paper right here. Gorgeous. And then just make sure you're doing a lot of that inking with that gingerbread there. So that's how that came together, you guys. And I feel like sneaky, but you can get this paper pack if you just wait a couple of minutes. And for those of you that are VIPs, you get a little head start on making this one. So this was a great one. So let's take a look at all of these, and let me tell you about the great the giveaway that we're having. So this card, oh, I forgot to mention, I think on this one, I used right here where it says hooray, and then this one, celebrate, I used our little script greeting dazzle stickers and that pearl and pastel, and I'll list those down below. All right, anyway, back to what I was saying about our card giveaway. So here's our cards. Oh, there we go. I knew I was missing one. All right, let's try to get all these in here. There we go, 6 of them, wow. So this one right here is our card giveaway, and how our giveaway works is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode channel, just look right here and there's a little YouTube icon, and if you click on that, it'll take you to our Paper Wishes YouTube page. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe, and then we'll choose one of the people that have commented and subscribed, and we will say, hey, you're the winner, YouTube user so-and-so, you're the winner, and this is what you need to do to claim your card. And then you're just going to email us with the contact information we give you, and we'll send it to you in some happy mail. And I hope you guys claim your cards. So many of you don't claim them. So thanks so much for joining me today. This was a big one with all of these shaped cards. We have a fantastic money saver. It's right over there on the right-hand side. Definitely jump on that, and you'll have all these great cards to make in the new year. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.